Hey Matthew, here is a review of our lesson from today. And don't just ignore the fact that I have a capo on my guitar. My guitar is tuned into a different key than yours, so you can just play without a capo and you can play along with me if you want. So the first thing I want to review is our finger fretting exercise. Remember to hold the guitar nice and tight into your body, not flat, kind of laying flat in front of you, but nice and tight into your body. And remember, I'm not going to use a pick. I'm going to pluck with my thumb in the same way that we were kind of talking about during our lesson today. So I'll use my thumb, and we're going to start on the bottom string, and we're going to be plucking, or we're going to be using our fretting fingers. Each finger gets its own fret. First finger, first fret, second finger, third finger, and fourth finger. And we're going to play each note 3 times before moving on to the next note. So here we go, starting first finger, first fret, first string. 1, 2, and 3. Now second finger, 1, and 2, and 3. And third finger, 2, and 3, and fourth finger. There we go. We're going to move on to the next string. And remember, when you're plucking with your thumb, you don't want to pluck upwards and out. One, that could break the string, and we don't need to play it actually that loudly. So you can just kind of let your thumb kind of slide down, and it just kind of ends up falling and resting on the string right below it. So if I'm playing that second string, my thumb just kind of slides right down and rests on the first string. So here we go, second string, first fret. 1, and 2, and 3, and second fret, and 2, and 3, and third fret, and 2, and 3, and fourth fret, and 2, and 3. And you can keep going through all the strings. Actually, it would be a really good exercise for you to do. So going to your third string, going to your fourth string, and your fifth string, and even your sixth string, the top string on your guitar. Now the next thing I want to review with you is our Mary Had a Little Lamb. Now I want to encourage you to try not to only look at your fingers. You want to be able to look up at the music so you can see the tablature and you can see the numbers, you know, when it moves from 4 to 2 to 0, and you can follow along with the music. So I'm going to play it nice and slowly, and perhaps you can even play along with me if you're ready. So if you've got your fingers ready and you've got your thumb ready for that bottom string, I'm going to count us in nice and slow. 1, and 2, and here we go. And 4, and 2, and 0, and 2, and 4, and 4, and 4. And then we rest, and then 2, and 2, and 2. And we rest, and 4, 4, 4, and rest. And then we start again. 4, 2, and 0, and 2, and 4, and 4, and 4, and we hold it out, and 2, and 2, and 4, 2, 0. There we go. That's our Mary Had a Little Lamb. 2 more things to review with you. One is the new chord, the first chord that we learned, which we are calling our Wolfpack chord because it uses our Wolfpack fingers. And they go on the second fret of the 5th string and the 4th string. And you Wolfpack fingers, and they just kind of stack up right underneath each other. And you kind of have to, you know, your number 2 finger, your middle finger, has to be back a little bit on the fret, back more than you would normally put it, to make room for the other finger to go underneath it. And when we play this chord, we can play all the strings. If you're using a pick, it'll sound just like that. We play across all the strings. And I would just practice just a simple, slow, down strum, down strumming stroke. So it's just going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's our Wolfpack chord. Now 2 more chords to review, and these are just our one-finger chords. They're sort of smaller versions of the full chords, and they only use the bottom 3 strings, the bottom 3 strings. And the first chord is our one-finger C chord. Uses our first finger on the first fret of the second string, and then you just play the bottom 3 strings, and it'll sound just like that. That's our one-finger C chord. And then we've also got our one-finger G chord, and it uses our third finger on the third fret of the first string. And again, it's just the bottom 3 notes, or bottom 3 strings, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other chord again, our C chord, our one-finger C chord. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And our one-finger G chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's it for our review for this week. I hope you have fun practicing. I hope you have a great week. And I think you're starting up baseball soon, maybe this week. If so, I hope it goes really well. And we'll see you next Thursday. Take care.